Hi guys, it's Pastor Lee with Redeemer Church. I just want to let you know about probably the most exciting thing that we've ever done as a church, and that's the Old Testament challenge. I know, like, whenever you mention the Old Testament, everybody starts, like shuffling their feet and looking at the floor, and we're going to look at the Pentateuch, which is the first 5 books: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Well, the Old Testament is really important because it teaches us a couple of things. It teaches us, first of all, that we are more wicked and more bent than we ever would have dared to believe. But it also teaches us that we're more loved and accepted than we would have ever dared hope. And so we want to look at that as we go through this Old Testament challenge. We're going to see there what happens is we see all these weird people doing weird things, and really what's happening is there's just no hiding and no posing and no pretending. We're seeing the reality that's going on in their life and in their heart. And at the same time, we're seeing God in the way that He responds to us. And we're going to find some encouragement there, that He's a gracious God, that He's a compassionate God, that He's a loving God and a faithful God who's wanting to forgive sin and bring His people to Himself. And there's 3 components to this challenge. And so first of all, I want to challenge you to do this. I want to challenge you to be at church on the Sundays between September the 19th and November the 21st. We're going to read 2 to 3 chapters a day, and then we're going to give you a book that goes along with that. You'll read the devotion, answer the questions. All right, that's going to probably take you between 15 and 30 minutes a day. The third thing is we want to challenge everybody to join a community group. Now, a community group is just a group of people, say 12 people or whatever, that are going to gather in a home in the area, and basically all we're going to do is sit down and talk about the questions that you've answered as you've gone through the Old Testament challenge. So we'll take that book and we'll flip through and we'll just discuss some of the things that you've already answered and already written down. So it'll be things you're prepared for, that you've heard about and thought about, and that you're ready to interact on. And listen, you don't have to talk, okay? If you don't want to say anything, that's fine, but we want to encourage you to engage and to be involved as much as possible, as much as you want in this community group. Now listen, I know that this step, this commitment, is going to be the most difficult one. We're going to have groups on Monday night, on Wednesday night, and on Thursday night. And they're going to meet from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Those are all adult groups. And then we're also going to have a teenage group that will meet on Sunday night from 6 to 7:30. And so you can pick one of those nights, and I know what's going to happen. You're going to pick that night, you're going to say, man, we got stuff going on. We got, the kids have got this practice, the kids, whatever. You got all these things that are going on. But I want to challenge you, I want to press you on this. Pick a night and make a commitment to be in this community group, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to find that other people are struggling with the same things that you're struggling with. You're going to find that other people have the same questions that you have. You're going to find encouragement. When you're struggling, that you're going to make some friends and they're going to be there to help you in the journey. And what I found is this: it's a lot easier to keep a commitment if you've got other people that are journeying with you and keeping that commitment with you. If you try to exercise by yourself, you find all kinds of reasons not to do it. But if you got somebody that's there with you and walking through it with you, you're going to be more faithful to keep that commitment. We want to challenge you for those 3 things. Attend church September the 19th through November the 21st. We want to challenge you to read your Old Testament challenge readings and then your book. And then we want to challenge you to be a part of a community group. And guys, this is going to be incredible. I am really excited about what's going to happen as we go through this as a church. And so I want to encourage you to be there. And you know what? Since you're coming, why don't you try to invite somebody to come along with you? This is going to be a great series to talk about things that maybe people have questions about with the Bible. It's going to be a great series for Christians, for people that maybe have fallen away a little bit, and even for skeptics. It's going to be a great series as we go through it and we understand who we are and the character of God. So join us September the 19th for the Old Testament Challenge. We'll see you there.